Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of Clickbait, a brand new show on cybersecurity brought to you by IT World. I'm Rini Gupta presenting show to keep you informed about the latest threats and trends in cybersecurity, helping you stay secure online. Today, we look into some important news stories and topics to ensure you are well equipped with the knowledge you need to protect yourself in a digital world. So, buckle up, get curious and let's clickbait together the safe way. Google parent in a talks to buy a cybersecurity startup Wiz or $23 billion Alphabet, a Google's parent company, is negotiating to acquire a cybersecurity startup Wiz for approximately $23 billion. If successful, this acquisition would be Alphabet's largest ever, surpassing the $12.5 billion Motorola Mobility deal in 2012. The discussions are still in a preliminary stage, with the final agreement weeks away, several details yet to be resolved. The potential acquisition underscores Alphabet's strategic push into cybersecurity, building on its $5.4 billion acquisition of Mandarin 2 years ago. Wiz, founded by a founder Microsoft executive Asher Rapport, specializes in securing cloud programs and has rapidly grown in a client base, including high-profile companies like Salesforce, Mars, and BMW. Startup valued at $12 billion was $350 million in annual recurring revenue. This deal would be a significant test for antitrust regulators, who have been a large tech acquisition to prevent market monopolization. Both Home and IT Ministry pitched for control of a nodal cybersecurity watchdog CERT-In India, a power tussle in a brewing between the Information Technology Ministry and Home Affairs over the control of the Computer Emergency Response Team, the country's primary cybersecurity agency. Currently under the IT Ministry, CERT-In's role involves technical functions like incident reporting and alerting organization about malware, which the IT Ministry argues should remain its purview. However, the amateur contends the CERT-In technical expertise would significantly bolster its investigative capabilities in a cyberspace, suggesting that bringing CERT-In under its wing would streamline law enforcement efforts. This debate highlights the involving a complexity of cybersecurity governance, where overlapping responsibilities and bureaucratic power struggles and create friction. Globally, several agencies often fall under either Home or IT Ministry, reflecting different national approaches to cybersecurity management. Kaspersky exits US market, following Commerce Department of banned Russian, a cybersecurity firm of Kaspersky is set to exit the US market on July 20, 2024. In response, a Commerce Department ban on its software due to a national security concern. The ban, effective on the same day, prevents US businesses from dealing with the Kaspersky, which the US government fears could be exploited by the Kremlin for cyber espionage and sabotage. Kaspersky denying any involvement in activities that could threaten US security, criticized the decision as driven by a geopolitical tensions rather than evidence. The company will cease operation and lay off a fewer than 50 employees. The US existing customers are urged to transition to alternative solutions by September 29, when a Kaspersky will stop providing updates. Raman Research Institute achieves a breakthrough in a quantum cybersecurity scientist at the Quantum Information of Computing Lab of the Raman Institute of Bengaluru has developed a groundbreaking method of generating truly unpredictable random numbers, essential for a robust quantum communication and encryption. This advancement achieved through a photonic experience and demonstrating the violation of alleged GUG inequalities. LGI promises to revolutionize data protection by enhancing a cryptographic key generation, password creation, and digital signature. This team research in collaboration with Indian Institute of Science, IISER Trivandrum, and Bose Institute emphasize the security of quantum communication to intrinsic randomness. This method offers a high-speed random number of generation, providing a 4,000 bits per sound, which can significantly bolster cybersecurity and other applications require a rapid randomness. India needs a robust security measures to safeguard wind sector from cyber threats. India Niti Aayog has highlighted cybersecurity vulnerabilities in the wind sector, particularly concerned components imported from China. The report stresses the importance of robust security measures to protect national infrastructure, citing Wiz associated with the power plant controller that manage wind farm integration into the grid. The report suggested suspending PPCs from foreign, especially Chinese OEMs that do not comply with Indian protocol. It also calls relocating data and R&D centers of foreign OEMs within India, following which there should be a belt with the trenders. The establishment of the Chief Information or Security Office in every utility, reporting to a proposed independent cybersecurity agency, is recommended to enhance a sectoral security. Cybercrimes can derail development Development. Vice President Dhankar, which President Jagdeep Dhankar warned that the cyber crimes would significantly hinder a nation's development, urging for a unified approach to cybersecurity. Speaking at a conference organized by a think tank, he emphasized that need for educated the public on data protection, to prevent cyber fraud, and educated for providing legal aid to cybercrime victims. Dhankar linked cybersecurity to the integrity of railway tracks, where a single flaw can lead to a catastrophic failure. He stressed the importance of making a system impregnable through increased research and development, ensuring people remain resilient and not too disheartened by a cyber threat. GitHub token, a leak exposes a Python code respiratories of potential attack cybersecurity firm. A JFrog discovered and accidentally leaked a GitHub token that would have granted a malicious actors ability access by Python core repository, including the Python package index and the Python software foundation. The token, found in a public Docker container, pose significant risk, potentially allowing attackers to inject malicious code into a Python packages or the language itself. The token was immediately revoked upon discovery. Durbin explained the leak resulted from modifying a local files to bypass to GitHub API rate a limit during development. A mistake never intended for remote deployment. Despite no evidence of exploitation, the incident underscores the critical importance of secure token management in software development. Thanks for joining us in a clickbait. We have covered some critical cybersecurity news today. What are your thoughts on these developments? Share insights and question in the comment below. Let's build a strong cybersecurity community together. Like, subscribe and channel if you enjoy the video. See you next time.